Rance Thomas, Creative Land and Wildlife Solutions. I am here today with my good friend and partner, Bruce Swearingen, owner-operator of Advanced Wildlife Solutions, 4S Wildlife Feeds. Bruce, we've got a great new product. We've just launched it this week, actually. And it's the Plantler Food Plot Seed line that we've been working on pretty hard for over a year now. Right. So my background has been pretty extensive in food plot nutrition, the art and science of food plots for many years. And I've long wanted to put together my own seed line specifically for the reasons that I have found that are missing in a lot of the commercial seed line blends. So let's get started. We're going to introduce you to our new Plantler Food Plot Seed line products. Finally, Bruce, we've got a perennial multi-year food plot seed blend here called Everlast. We have a long-lasting white Ladino clover that is proprietary to our provider and producer of seed from the West Coast. Been tested at the University of Georgia. It's been found to be very heat tolerant, long lasting, and graze tolerant. We all know, especially with small food plots, how these deer can come in and really work on your plots. This particular clover is quite graze tolerant. It's perfect for the southern mix of our Everlast. On top of that, we have a biennial clover. So that's why we don't really call this perennial. It does have a biennial product in here called Bardura clover, red clover, extremely drought tolerant, extremely heat tolerant, and a fast emerger. It comes up very quick. So what you'll find with a lot of perennial seed blends and different types of clovers and chicories is that they take a little time to come up and they're not instantly jumping out of the ground like your annuals will, your cool season annuals. Bardura clover does. It gives it a jump start to this clover chicory blend. Then the white clover later, after maintenance and managing it over time, fills in, takes over as that Bardura kind of fades away. The chicory is one of my favorite varieties of chicory. It's called Commander Chicory. That's in the southern blend. It is a top producer for the South, heat tolerant. I can't say enough about chicory, how much I love it in my perennial food plots.
Power plant.
It's high bypass protein, and you and I have talked a lot about bypass protein in feed products and supplements. Well, chicory is a plant that has natural bypass protein in it. Drought tolerant, browse tolerant, super high protein, period, crude protein. In my personal opinion, and why we developed this at the right ratio of clover to chicory, chicory is a power plant, clover is more of a foundational plant. It feeds the chicory nitrogen, which boosts that protein in the chicory, and the chicory really is where the antler growing power and the nutritional value is in a multi-year food plot blend like Everlast.
I've been really enjoying telling people about chicory because I've learned so much about it in the past several years. It's a must-have on any plot we have. I mean, just the power of it, deep-rooted, drought-tolerant, just extremely attractive. One thing a lot of people think about plants that are as nutritious and as high quality as chicory is they seem to not be as attractive. I've noticed that with some people that they think that, whether it's true or not, I really don't know, but we've seen some studies or talks where people think that, but chicory is just phenomenal.
It is.
Attraction. I mean, I've had plots that were chicory only. They were some of my favorite plots to hunt.
If you do use browse cages like we encourage of all customers to use to really find out what's working in your plot, I've seen browse cage after browse cage with a blend like this, and this blend now that we've tested it for a year, where inside the cage, the chicory, the clover is all this tall. Outside the cage, the chicory and the clover is this tall. It is getting used, but I hear that sometimes. And there's just a fact that clover's been around so long in the food plot industry. Some people just are still, that's what they want. They want clover, but you're really missing the ball game if you've got clover and you don't add the chicory.